Okay, fourth grade. We're going to review the comparing fractions lesson that I taught today. So I'm comparing the fractions 2/6, 3/4, and 1/2. So my first step is I'm going to list all the multiples. Well, first of all, we can't compare these because we're just not so comfortable knowing which is bigger and which is smaller. So we want to change all these equivalent fractions to have the same denominator. So we're comparing something similar. So my first step is to list all my multiples of each of the denominators so I can change the fractions. So I know my multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, and I'm going to stop right there because I know that 12 is also a multiple of 4 and 2. I'm going to list my multiples just to make sure, and that's what I want you guys to do too. So 4, 8, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 12 is my least common multiple, my LCM. So now I'm going to find equivalent fractions for 2/6, 3/4, and 1/2, all using 12 as my denominator. So I'm going to first ask myself, what did I have to multiply by 6 to get me 12? And we know 6 times 2 equals 12. And whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So 2 times 2 is 4. So here's my new equivalent fraction, 4/12. It didn't get any bigger or smaller. The pieces are just broken up. All right, same thing with 3/4. What times 4 gives me 12? 4 times 3 gives me 12. 3 times 3 is 9. Whatever you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator. Same thing, 2 times what equals 12? It's 6. And 1 times 6 equals 6. Okay, so now I have my comparable fractions. I can look at the numerator, 4, 9, and 6, and decide which is the largest and which is the smallest. So I know 4 is my smallest numerator. But instead of writing 4/12, I'm going to write my original fraction. 2/6 is my smallest fraction. I'm done with that. Give it a check. Now I have 9/12 or 6/12. And I know 6/12 is less than 9/12, but I'm going to write my original fraction 1/2. This was just all the behind the scenes work. I don't need to use this extra work anymore. Give that a check. I'm done with it. And now my largest fraction is 3/4 or 9/12, but I'm going to write 3/4 because that's what the question's really asking me. Okay, so here are my fractions ordered from least to greatest.